This week, 48 Hours is highlighting a murder case we've been following out of Trumbull County for more than a decade now. Major Carl Herrig was found shot to death inside his Newton Falls home in 2007. His wife, Claudia, is suspected of the crime, but has been in Brazil for the last decade, while authorities here at home have been fighting to bring her back to stand trial. Erin Moriarty is a correspondent for 48 Hours. She joins me now to answer a few questions. Erin, it's more than 10 years since Carl's murder. We know she's exhausted all of her appeals, but if Brazil refuses to extradite Claudia, does that mean she will never face justice?
Well, there's always that option, Nadine, and has been from the beginning, that she could be tried in Brazil. That's exactly what Claudia would like. She has told people that she wants to be tried for murder there. The reason being is because the penalties are not as high. The most she could get is 30 years. And the way the prison system works in Brazil, if in fact she was convicted of murder, and even if she was sentenced to 30 years, in 5 years she'd be allowed to work in the community. So of course she wants that. Trumbull County, the prosecutor, Dennis Watkins, of course, is very much against it. It would cost the county way too much money to send all the witnesses there. No, actually what I think, after spending the time that we did in Brazil and seeing what the Supreme Court of Brazil did just this month, which basically said this case is over. She has been stripped of her Brazilian citizenship. It is now in the hands of the president, and I think there is a better chance than there's ever been that Brazil will, for the first time, extradite a Brazilian-born citizen.
Where is Claudia right now? Is she even in custody down in Brazil?
She is in custody, but it's very different than prison system in the United States. She's changed her appearance greatly because there's actually a beauty salon in the prison, and she's dyed her hair blonde, and so she is in custody, but she continues to run a business that she started when she first went to Brazil, an accounting business. She's remarried. It's her third husband, a younger man who's a taxi driver. We were able to track her down and really track down what she had been doing for the past 10 years.
Were you able to confront her at all?
No, and we did try. Of course, I think you realize that we had traveled with Carl Herrig's younger brother, Paul, and that was something that really mattered to Paul. He really did want to ask her questions, and while we were in the prison, we were really just steps away from where she was being held in prison. We did not get to confront her, but I should share with you this story that we heard. She is being held in custody, and she's being held in a cell that normally has 8 people, but she's being held alone because, as the director of the prison told us, other prisoners are concerned that she so much wants to stay in Brazil, they fear that she might commit murder, actually kill one of them, rather than come back to the United States. It's a rumor, but that's why she's being held alone in a cell and has no roommates.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Erin. We look forward to seeing your piece.
Thank you, Nadine.